Okay, this is going to be a quick video on scams in local. When someone says in local, they're referring to the local chat room for the system that you're currently in. In this case, I'm at a trade hub, and here's the most recent scam that's been posted by Celine. They're saying you're going to get a bunch of stuff. They're selling it for $9.5 billion, and it's worth $20 billion. Of course, they always do the math for you. Never trust when they do the math for you. You want to check for yourself. So we'll click this and look at the contract. The first thing you may notice, but it isn't the first thing you should look at, but the first thing you may notice is that there's a lot of stuff in here. This is a very common scam. The idea is to overwhelm your senses by putting tons of stuff in here. And you don't know what all this stuff is or what it's worth. How are you supposed to know if this is worth $20 billion? They're selling it for $9.5 billion. Maybe it's really only worth $5 billion, and maybe they're making a $5 billion profit. But in this case, that isn't the scam. In this case, the scam is they're wanting you to notice the price is different than what they advertised in local. They said that it was selling it for $9.5 billion. Only here it says $950 million. So you're supposed to think that they forgot a zero. Oh my God, they forgot a zero. They were trying to sell this for $9.5 billion, and they forgot a zero, and now they're selling it for $950 million. I better buy it quick before I actually analyze this stuff, because I don't want to lose out on this good deal. I want to take advantage of this person's misfortune, and that's the scam, because this isn't worth $950 million. I'll show you how you can quickly check when there's a lot of items, or if you're not familiar with the items. You just click in here anywhere, hit Control A, and then Control C to copy all of these items, and then I'm going to Alt Tab out to a website. And the website is eveappraisal.com, and you can get a quick estimate of what it's worth. So you can click here to pick any one of the major trade hubs. I'm currently in Dodixie, so I'm going to actually select Dodixie as the trade hub, and then just Control V to paste all of those items in there, and then click Submit. And then it will list all of those items, and it will give you all of the details. Oh, here's a bunch of unknowns down here. I wouldn't typically want to trust unknowns. You could go and look at these up individually, but I don't know what these things are worth. But then you get the value up here. So estimated buy value, estimated sell. In other words, if you put in sell orders, you could expect to get 105 million. If you put in 17, or if you sold them immediately, then you could expect to get 17.10 billion. So it's not 950 million. Let's check JITA real quick. They may have those. They may have those other items covered. Oh, it's even less in JITA. So it could be it be intentionally be listing buy orders that are inflated in Dodixie just to convince you that it's worth more than it really is, because in JITA it's showing a much smaller range, a tighter range, slightly higher on the low end, but it's still only worth around 30 million. There are some unknowns in here, but these are copies. If it was a blueprint original, maybe, but these are all copies. These are probably not going to be worth that much, and this is random stuff that you're probably not going to be wanting as a rookie anyway. Okay, so that's how you can quickly chuck a lot of items all at once. So don't fall for this stuff. If it's a trade offer or an item exchange offer as a contract being offered in local chat, then it's a scam. And you can see he's posted it again. So he's going to keep spamming this until he gets himself a victim. Does this work? Do people fall for this? Oh, nobody ever falls for that. Or wrong. People fall for it all the time. That's why they do it, is because people fall for it. I can prove this too. We'll just click this user, and then if you right click right here, you can select show contracts, and then we can see all of the contracts that this person has issued. Some of the contracts they've purchased themselves, either a good job or maybe sending it to themselves from an alt. And as you can see here, all of these people have fallen for this same scam that they have titled the same, Quitting Eve Fire Sale. And all of these individuals in this column have fallen for the scam and have paid about $1 billion ISK for items that are worth roughly maybe 30 million, or for items like all those blue pink crappies that no one even wants to buy because there's no records of people buying them. But you can check these too. If you think, oh, maybe these are all very different, well, let's just check this one randomly. View contract, 950 million. You will get, and here's a bunch of items. It's the same contract. This person is just doing the same thing over and over, and each time getting people to fall for it. So here's $1 billion on the 15th, $2 billion they earned on the 18th of May, $3 billion they earned on the 20th of May. Let's see, $4 billion that they earned on the 21st of May, one on the 22nd, and it's currently June, and they haven't sold anything then. So it's also not fun. They just basically sit here and spam local chat all day, hoping to eventually get someone to buy. So read all the details very carefully, or better yet, don't even click on any offers that you see in local.